is your seed.
Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. I am your host, B-Love. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
Ooh, India Marie and B-Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us, and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Give it up for yourselves. That's for you. Let me tell y'all, man, she is by far my biggest hater in the world. Like, you're my wife. Why every day you wake up, you say to yourself, how am I going to hate on B-Love?
I'm not
I never
a hater.
think about that.
I've never seen someone who can't sing. They think they can.
Bro, I'm going to have a talent show.
You close to Ice JJ Fish.
You crazy as hell. You are. I'm going to have my own talent show, baby. I'm saying I'm ready. Back in the day, y'all missed the vibes. I used to sing BC. You know what BC is? Before Christ, but I ain't talking about Christ. Before cameras. We had a group when I was in high school. You know the vibes.
They had cameras.
No, they didn't. They had
Yes, they
camcorder.
did.
Who the hell carried around a big ass VHS camcorder trying to capture the moment? We should have, though. A lot of people did that.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's what failed us, right?
Nothing
back in the day,
fails
listen,
you other
listen.
than lack of talent.
Back in the day, you needed a camera, and you were going to be special if you had a camera following you around. You notice something about people. They always like the Beyonce got the star. Was it Star? I want to say Star Wars. Star Trek. This is not Star Trek. Star Search. The fuck am I saying? Star Search videos. She was destined to be great.
Very.
Some people got videos that were coming up, destined to be great.
That was that was
A television
TV show.
But even then, they got the home videos.
You can
though.
always find the footage of that.
No, you can find.
And you
videos.
were in the era of
No, what?
America's, what was it, funniest home videos. Like, somebody had a camera.
We didn't have a camcorder. No,
Somebody
we didn't.
had to have
Let me
a
tell
camera.
y'all,
I've seen pictures of your daddy holding one of these.
You never seen a picture of my dad holding one of them.
I'm almost positive I seen him with one of those.
My dad looking down at you right now saying she's a damn lie.
Well,
He looking down right now and they lying on everything. That's what he's saying right now. He looking like this is a lie.
I got
You-
video footage of me.
You do.
Remember, it's all in my uncle's house. Somebody in the family. You mean to tell me that you sang for all these years and
We
ain't
didn't-
not a single?
No.
You know why they ain't got no video
Wow.
footage of you? Because your ass couldn't
So I'm
sing for
saying,
real.
I
Because
wasn't
you couldn't sing for real.
I wasn't destined to be great like that in singing. That's what it was.
That's
It's
why
the
they didn't
problem.
record you. If you sounded good, you probably would have had plenty of footage.
That was a beautiful note right there.
I bet the guy who can actually sing that was in the group,
Nah.
I bet he got video footage
I
from
don't
when he
think
was
he
a child.
does. I really don't think he does.
I bet that man got video footage because
I
he
really
can actually
don't-
sing.
I don't
Derek.
believe he had video footage. It's always the one guy that couldn't sing. Devontae couldn't sing.
Okay, so now
But
we're
he
in
made
agreement.
them
Now we
beats.
in agreement that you couldn't sing.
I can
Gotcha.
sing. I can sing. No. But it's always one person in the group.
I was talking to one of his
That's
classmates when I
immensely
first met
talented.
him, and he was talking about this group, and I said, "Could he sing?" And he said, the girl said, I mean,
I was, you know what I'm saying? I did my thing.
He could hold a note. Any
Everybody-
nigga that can hold a note can't sing for real.
What you mean? What could you do? Biggest hater. I ain't heard that
I ain't never said I was a singer. I could not sing. I sound like nails scratching on the wall.
Listen, I ain't heard nothing you said you can do. You over pointing out my... I tried it, though. I was this close from being for real.
I was on lots of teams and things growing up.
So listen, it's crazy, right? Like, back in the day, and I didn't know any better. I knew better, but back in the day, like, I'm grateful I had great parents. And I told them I wanted something for Christmas, and they're like, all right, cool. They were going to buy it for me. I knew they were going to get it for me. I said, what you want? I said, I want a beat machine. Oh, shit, you not. My dad and my mom got me a PA system. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck am I? And you know, I'm listening, man. I'm so thankful and grateful. I just took it and went along about my
No,
way.
you didn't.
I promise I did. They use it at church. They still use it to this day. To this day, it was in high school, still work. Hell of a PA system. But I looked at it like, all right, cool. So I had a PA system and I asked for a drum machine, which I'm looking at one right now. But it's the funniest thing in the world. I was that close from being Pharrell Williams. Grinding.
Had you been able to get started a little bit sooner?
Nah, I'm just about to get busy right now. I'm on other stuff. But listen, had I had that goddamn,
Why you didn't just tell them that they bought the wrong thing?
you know what? I don't think I had the heart because they spent all that money on their PA.
Yeah, I'm sure the PA system costs less than the beat machine.
I ain't even had a heart to tell them. Like, I ain't even know where to start. Do I tell my parents, hey, I asked for a beat machine, you bought me a big ass speaker that, that output, I need an input. And yeah, man. So anyway, enough about me and my childhood. I'm getting traumatized. I'm about to cry. How was your week?
Week was good. I got to hug Miguel, y'all.
That's why I played this song. It was an amazing song. Give it up for India right now.
I know he's played this song in this podcast before.
I love this song though.
So I went out with some friends to celebrate Karen's birthday.
Shout out to Big Cam, turned 30. What's up, bro?
We went to dinner, then we went to Soho House. And if you know anything about Soho House, you either got to know somebody or have a membership to get up in that thing.
Yeah.
So we ended up at Soho House, and everything is going good. It's a vibe in there at night. Like, it's very chill.
Yep.
The music is nice.
We got good coffee and good tiramisu.
And good chocolate chip cookies and good cocktails. Like, it's, it was just very chill. We in there vibing.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, y'all want to go to another spot? And I was like, no, I do not have it in me to
She
go
was
to
ready
another
to go
spot. I was
home.
ready to go home.
And we don't take it in.
So
we just
were
change
like,
locations.
Okay, so Soho House is across the street from the Flamingo. So I said, okay.
Flamingo.
Somebody wanted to go into...
Pause. Everybody doesn't live in Nashville.
Okay, so Flamingo is like a club, which pre-COVID, it was a club I thought for older people, like, 30s. Obviously, that has changed because when we walked up in that thing, it had to have been like...
college night.
21 to probably like 26.
It smelled like Natty Ice and Coors.
And it just wasn't not my vibe. The music was nice. They were turned in there like it was straight, but me and Bear talk about this all the time. We are just past the age of gym pop. If you don't know what gym pop is, it's general population in the club. If we ain't got nowhere to sit down when we go out, we don't want to go.
That don't make me bougie. That just lets me know I know my worth. I don't deserve to be standing. I did my time standing up in clubs. I feel like now I deserve a table, and I don't mind paying for it either.
And so even if we wanted to purchase, for one, it was smoked out in there. That's definitely not my vibe.
Cigarettes, though.
Secondly, the sections were taken. So we even if we got in there and was like, hey, y'all, let's get a section, we couldn't have if we wanted to. So that was literally like a walk in, walk out. But aside from all that, we're leaving Soho House. Baird and Cameron has already passed us. And so it's me, my friend Sydney, and my friend Shanna. And we're walking, and in walks Miguel with what I'm assuming maybe his manager. Maybe two managers. Because he was with a lady and he was with a man. And they just all look like manager vibes. So he walks in, we lock eyes. I start cheesing. I look at Sydney.
Eyes. Like, listen. He walks in from across the room. We lock eyes.
And you know how somebody just kind of like smirk, like, yeah, it's me. And so me and Sydney turned around. It was like, we literally squealed like college girls. We was like, yeah. So we pass him. And then we stop and we turn around, and he hears her. He hears us like squealing. And so he turns around and looks at us and he's laughing. And then Sydney takes off and she said, oh my God, can I give you a hug? And she tells him, because Sydney has a picture with Miguel. She's already met him before. And so she's like, it's literally like a very quick 2-minute interaction. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan. I have a picture with you. La, la, la. And so she's standing there and I was like, I want to hug too. So I like ran over there and we hugged. And then he was so sweet. He was like, so what are y'all doing here? And we was like, well, we just drinking, chilling, like just hanging out for a friend's birthday. And Sydney was like, what are you doing here? And he was like, I had a show at Vanderbilt yesterday. And so she was like, why didn't I know about the show? And I was like, because bitch, we ain't in college no more. We didn't know what we ain't seen. And this goes to show
Flamingo.
This goes to show just how old we're getting. That concert.
Speak for yourself.
That concert.
I'm outside.
He performed at Vandy on Friday night. I didn't have a single
Saturday,
person.
he performed that night.
No, he said it was the night before. It was on Friday. I didn't have, because it was still early.
Okay.
I didn't have a single person on my timeline post a snippet of Miguel from that damn concert. Maybe it was Saturday.
Crazy. I know it was. I'll let you
Okay,
cook.
so it was Saturday.
It was
so
late.
I guess he had finished his show and then, he
You
pulled
said
up
it was early? It was like 1 a.m.
It wasn't 1 a.m. yet.
12 then. We got
We
home.
left, but we went back to Soho. We got in the house in the car. It was like 12:40.
So it was like 12 o'clock.
Anyways.
Continue on.
So, yeah, he performed at Vanderbilt. I would have bought one of them little cheap ass. Vanderbilt has the Rites of Spring concert every year. Me and Barry talked about how many people we've seen at this concert.
Yep.
And it's very, like last time we went, it was hot as hell. The air wasn't working in the gym. But I think the last one.
She was pregnant. That's how long ago it was.
I wasn't pregnant at that one. At Meg?
Yes, you were. The air wasn't working. I set up and fanned you the entire time because you were pregnant.
That wasn't SZA?
Yes, she opened up for her.
Oh. I don't know. But anyways, we've seen
I
him.
know.
We've seen Migos, Kendrick Lamar.
We've seen a lot of people at the Vanderbilt Rites of Spring. So if you don't know, go check it out.
Yes. So very sad that I missed Miguel. Very happy that I got to hug him. He was very sweet and in person. So then we left, went back to Soho House, got back over there, and Ian was, what's the man's name?
Don't do that. Blast. He sings. Y'all know Blast. I'm not going to tell you. If you don't know, look him up. Great artist.
I would not have known that man from a fly on the wall. Wouldn't have known him. I wouldn't have known him. But it was very random but fun night. So my night was made because I got to see Miguel. I
want y'all to remember this story because I'm going to reference it a little bit later on. But yeah, the weekend was great, man. The weekend was great, but I came to pod. I didn't come to play around today. I came to get straight to the money. Let's do it.
During the week, we got deep. Chill. Let's talk on the podcast.
That's what I want to do. Look at that. Still got it. Hater is in the building. If you got a hater around you right now, I want you to look him in the face like you in a club and say, forget you.
Beer, we're not finna keep pretending like you can sing. Let's carry on.
Pretend.
Let's get into the pod. What's up first on the topics?
Speaking of pretending, that's exactly what we are going to discuss first. It's been all the rage, right? Everybody's been talking about my boy DJ Envy. So if you haven't gone out there right now, go out there and get their book, Real Life, Real Love.
You get it?
I have gotten it on audiobook. Have you gotten it? We're supposed to be doing a book club and reading it together, remember?
We never discussed it.
So right now, we're going to do a book club. If you are like us, we're going to get DJ Envy and get his book. Are you going to get it?
That's not a discussion.
She's a hater, man. She's a hater.
You didn't say, hey, I want to do this together. Let's do it. No, you have to ask the question. Like, you didn't say, hey, I really want to do this with you. You just commanded me to get a book that I would probably otherwise not purchase.
You wouldn't? It's right up your alley.
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to purchase it, and I'm going to come back and talk about it in grave detail, probably. I'm going to reference the book like I did Will Smith.
You already got it.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Okay.
I haven't listened to it yet. But I say purchase. I'm going to reference it once I start to listen to it, all right? But everybody already saw it. It's been all over the internet. My boy, his wife, Gia, said that she was faking orgasms. So I just want to talk about that real fast. I don't think we've ever talked about this before. Have you or do you fake an orgasm? Let's talk about it. I need to know because I've never just plain outwardly asked that question. And I need to know, have you ever faked? And what does a fake orgasm look like for India? Come on. It's going to be a good night tonight, a good pod. Let's do this. Have you ever faked an orgasm?
Honest answer to the question?
Hell yeah. No. Let's keep lying. Have you ever faked an orgasm?
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't no shame. You listen, you don't hurt Big Daddy Big Love feeling, because I got mine. You better get yours. Oh, there it is. Nah, but I mean, when?
No, you need to backtrack that shit. Like,
Is
niggas that
it
say stuff like that are really, like,
Is it
losing it. No, you need to go back and address that.
What you
Why
mean?
would you say that?
What the
I got
fuck?
mine, so you not gonna get yours?
It's funny. You can tell people don't know pop culture references when they don't just attach
I
themselves.
don't care.
When they don't attach themselves to a classic line from a classic comedian by the name, one of the best, probably top 2 or 3 comedians ever, the great Bernard Mac. But anyway,
But I'm saying that I have faked one before, and you say
I
that
got
you're
mine.
talking about you getting
You
yours.
better get yours. So line that Bernie Mac said.
Okay, well, anyways,
What are we
I'm
doing
not gonna
here?
say what it looks like for me to fake
No,
and
I need to know.
organize to fake an orgasm.
I need to know because listen, if I'm sitting here humping and pumping and licking and sticking, and you sitting back there, I need to know the signs to
I
know
don't
when you
think you.
fake
I
it.
mean, but
It's cra- Why
that
you fake it
hasn't.
though? This is crazy.
No, that doesn't happen anymore. But I feel like back in the day, you needed like a little bit of
What?
coaching.
I always been a star player of all my teams.
So
What is she talking about? I needed
men
coaching.
don't be knowing
She's crazy.
that sometimes women just do not orgasm. Like, for one, it takes women way longer
I think we all know that as men.
to orgasm. And so it's like, if you know that it takes women longer to orgasm, what makes you, when you're having sex, what makes you think that she's gotten hers?
This is what
So
I'm
you
asking.
know what type
because,
of reaction it is when a woman orgasms. So if you haven't gotten that reaction, what makes you think you're done?
So that's what I'm saying. So when you fake it, are you faking it as an actress, like acting it out, like you got it? You
No, I
reached
don't
that
have
point.
that. I don't have
That's
that in
what
me.
I'm saying. So
No, I don't have that. I've
what's
never
the fake then? Like, what's
faked
the
it to
fake
that.
out?
I feel like you can tell when I'm really into it and when I'm really not.
no, we didn't talk about into it. I think as soon as I touch that monkey, you into it. But I'm talking about actual climax. Like up here with you.
You know what an actual climax is. I couldn't imagine faking an actual climax. I couldn't. You know what? Let me take that back.
See what I'm saying? She lied.
I don't really fake orgasm. If I've
You
done
said
that,
you did. Now you lying. Oh my God.
And I said it was I said back in the day before you knew your way around India.
Whoa, listen, I don't need a GPS to find my way around that thing.
Anyways,
Come on, man. What is you saying? I'm Jacques Cousteau of the vagina. I've been finding my way around it. What you talking about?
if I'm not going to be able to
Christopher
talk about a
Columbus.
question that you fucking asked me without you interjecting and getting offended,
I ain't getting offended.
then we don't need to talk about it.
But they call this penis the Santa Maria.
Don't
'Cause
nobody.
It sailed the seas. You understand me? I don't need a compass to find my way around. But go ahead.
You did.
You lying. I don't need no seeing that dog. Because that dog walked the coochie. Come on, man.
Do not ever marry a Leo. Please.
Talking about,
For the life of me. The
She
niggas
get on
don't
it
like
right.
constructive criticism.
You ain't never
They
gave me no.
don't like.
This is hater
They
talk.
don't like to hear things about them that they don't agree with.
You said
Like-
constructive criticism. This is hater talk. It's like you be faking it, right? That's a fake. This same laugh is the same way she be faking it.
So what I was saying
Go ahead.
is that I'm not really a faker in anything. How I approach sex when I'm not satisfied is pretty much the same way that I approach anything that I'm not satisfied with. I can't really hide it. If I faked an orgasm before, like I said, it was at the beginning of our relationship when I was scared to hurt your feelings. Now, now
It is so good.
I feel like you know when I'm not satisfied.
Cause you get up and run in the bathroom and all I hear is
You've never heard that.
You crazy. See, she don't be thinking I be hearing it. Just like she think I don't know when she be faking it. I know.
You literally don't know what you're talking about.
Do
This is
your
the thing.
mathematics.
You think you know so much that you don't know nothing.
So you just go in there and rub one out real fast?
No. I usually just, my thing is, if we have sex and I wake up with an attitude the next day and you can't tell that it was the sex as to why I got an attitude. Like, my thing is,
You
girls
never wake up like that. No, that's how I know I'm doing my thing.
Oh my God. Your lack of awareness is horrifying.
So hold on. You mean this happened recently? This is an ongoing occurrence?
It did happen recently, probably a month ago.
What?
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was when it wouldn't. It sometimes it just be like tired sex.
Jesus, Christmas. What's
it wasn't
going
long
on
enough.
tonight? Oh, okay. Whoa. Time. You better specify what wasn't long enough. Better put a date on it.
Man, shut up.
Time.
What am I talking about?
The time wasn't long
Everyone
enough.
is granted, I guess, a couple
Hold on. You don't sympathize.
bad nights in
No.
bed.
Don't give me the sympathy penis.
But if
now.
I
What are you
felt like I
saying?
had to fake satisfaction
Yeah.
in sex, then I just wouldn't have it. I know how to make myself feel very good.
Obviously, and it sounds like you would like to do that way more. That's why you ain't even give me no rump.
No, that's not true. I
This
haven't
is
felt I haven't
crazy.
felt good.
I am stunned right now that you have been faking orgasms lately.
I didn't fake it.
Oh, you just said fuck
You
it,
nut.
right?
I got off. Went to sleep. What the fuck are we talking about?
But let me ask you a question though. So you said that it wasn't long enough, right? So whose fault is that though? That's a good question. A lot of women don't want to hear this. But I'm gonna go ahead and break it down
You about
for
to
you.
sound stupid. You about to say something that's gonna get a lot of backlash.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, listen. This is
Whose fault is it?
it's not anybody's fault.
It's not.
This-
Whose
you're
fault
right.
is
So
it?
let me
If I'm
rephrase
riding
that.
reverse cowgirl.
They
and
ain't gonna
you
get me there. They
decide-
ain't gonna get, I like that, but they ain't gonna get me there.
You got there. It was done.
No. We probably got some steps before that. So see, that's the problem.
What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, it's the stuff in between, right? It's all the stuff in it's the theatrics of it too, though. Let's go ahead and get there. Let's go ahead and talk about it. If your vagina is so good that I start humping and pumping, it only lasts about a good 7 minutes, 10 minutes, then matter of fact, hold on. Applaud yourself. I was about to do it manually. I got an automatic button right here. Applaud yourself for having the golden touch. So I don't understand why am I getting shamed for not hanging on to that thing?
So if I have good vagina,
Oh, it's speculative.
that's not speculative, nigga. You are funny.
The verdict's still out.
The verdict ain't out. The verdict is not out. If I got good vagina and I'm pleasing you and you are satisfied with said vagina,
Okay.
do you not think it's your duty?
To please that booty.
Yeah.
That's what I do, though. I feel like I do it every time. I feel like you're shaming me right now.
I'm not
because
shaming
act
you.
like this
But I
is
will say this. I like multiple climaxes. I like the climax from here and then I like my second climax. And just sometimes we just don't get to the second one.
I believe we get to the second one. And the thing about it is, see how selfish that is? I like multiple. All I'm getting is one. That's crazy to me.
There. If you climax one time, you're going to bed afterwards.
Bam, like a college athlete, one and done.
That's it.
Nah.
Your days of going on and on and on are done.
You crazy as hell. I'm too short. I go on and on. I would go on and on. However, I would love for somebody to make the party go on and on. You know what I mean? It's like she expects once I hit that first jumper, bloop, splash waterfalls. To me, just to rise back up on the third day. No, it don't work like that. You got to help me out. And what do you do?
Barry, what am I supposed to do? Wake you up at that point?
No, you supposed to just put your mouth on a little bit.
Barry,
What you mean? She ain't. Let me ask her the last time she did that.
go to bed as soon as you're done. You know, I mean, according to you, the bed is the place for sleep. That's the thing.
It is.
When we have sex, we talked about this when we recorded the Raw Room. We talked about midday sex.
Yes, Lord.
When we have midday sex, we can sex all day. We
Yes,
can
I'm
go
telling
on and
you.
on and on.
See?
But because we don't have that opportunity to do that
Yeah.
the way that we used to pre-Blake,
Yeah.
most of our sex happens at night.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
And it's one round, bedtime.
But it's a long round. It's like one of those extended cuts. I'm telling you, well, I can't. If I was
didn't say
allowed, let me
anything.
tell you, it's crazy. Because she's trying to play you, boy, on this episode.
I am not trying to
What
play
I'm
you.
not going to do is sit up here and let somebody shame me. Because I know what happens. You be tired. You be saying, get off me sometimes. Gotta be like, are you finished yet? Still in that thing. But now she's sitting up here fronting in front of y'all because the camera's on. And she got braids to the back.
I'm responding
crazy.
to the original question
Okay, I'm
you
sorry.
asked. We started at had I ever faked it?
Yeah, let's just keep it there then. Let's keep it there.
Okay, we're not talking
And you
about.
said yes. And I said recently. You said in the beginning.
I didn't. No. Because what I did recently was not a
Okay.
faking. That was just
Okay.
me not
okay.
being satisfied. I didn't fake it.
But now at that point, but see, that still goes back to the original point. At that point, should you, instead of waking up with an attitude, should you just roll over and say, hey, man, nope, come on, I'm not done. And then I would have said, all right, cool, what's it gonna take? And then I would have said, it's a little HEAD, ain't never hurt nobody.
But
and then,
I feel
and then,
like
and then you would have looked at me like I just committed suicide. or
should you
something.
not be
Ugh.
so? Should you not
Gross.
know your partner well enough to know when they're not satisfied?
Oh yeah, for sure. I go in batting 1,000, and but you said every time I'm in there and I'm doing some fine dining, instantly she gotta push me off.
I'm not talking about fine dining. You have no issues in that department. None. Zero.
Hold up, man, hold up. What are you saying?
I ain't saying you got issues in the other department
Yeah,
either.
but you are,
I'm
but you-
talking about. I'm talking about this one night.
This is so great right now.
I'm talking about the one night that happened a month ago.
Just one, so it's just been one, right?
I'm talking about it. There, we've been together for like 12 years.
But it's just been one. Just make that plain. Tell
Not
everybody.
1 in 12 years. No.
1 in 12 years. Y'all heard it here first. 1 in 12 years. 1 out of about 1,000 pumps. That's me, baby. Jordan had a bad night. I'm the GOAT of the stroke.
You had a bad night the first time we had sex.
I don't even remember that.
I do.
Why are you trying to play me out like this? This is so amazing to me. Talk about
Which
it.
it was really good, but
So
you
what
were like,
mean?
well, you were finished, and you was like, oh my god. You said you was like you was like I'm embarrassed. I wasn't expecting it to be that good.
Oh, she like I don't get bored. So who loves them as much as she does? With
And
your
then
Capricorn?
you had to redeem yourself, and then I came back the next night. We had sex again. It was all good.
This is the most ridiculous, absurd thing I've heard on this podcast in about 210 episodes. She's never been on here hating on your boys so much.
I'm
I
not
promise.
hating on you, Barrett.
I'm
The
gonna start
sex
the OnlyFans.
is great. We're talking about the original question.
Okay. But did you fake it then? That's
No, it was
crazy.
really good. It was really good. I felt like you could have gone longer.
Oh, I could
Which you
have.
could
probably.
have.
I could have.
You could have.
But now she can't. She be trying to pay me to get up off of her. That's what I be doing. I'm on that thing like Velcro. You feel
Oh my
me?
gosh.
That's what I'm saying.
Woo!
The GOAT of the stroke. That's my new name. When you see me out there, call me GOAT Stroke. That's what I
Moving
want you
on,
to call
Barrett.
me. Now ask me that same question. Then let's talk about that.
What?
Ask.
Have you ever faked it?
Yeah, boys do it too. Man do it too.
You haven't faked it because I visually see your cum.
It's probably
You mean
only
like
been,
faked as far as like you enjoying it?
No.
Or
It's
like
probably-
actually faked an orgasm?
Yeah, like fake, like this came because I feel bad because sometimes depends on how much Bang or Red Bull or vitamins I've had. It's only been like 2 or 3 times. Like literally probably only been like 2 or 3 times. And what you do, like she'll get to the point where she's finally has like climax, like beyond the fake stuff that she just talked about. You know what I mean? She's done faking. This point, it's real. And let me tell you how you know it's real. And I'm giving her a ticket to Pound Town because I'm still going. She's like, I heard need some lube or something. And I'm still in the Thrasher. Like the t-shirt say Thrasher. And then what you do, fellas know, you just hit you from the back a couple times. Then be like, oh, I came. Then run in the bathroom. And you ain't really come. It's like, all right. Wake up in the morning. Just peel, like you said, wake up in the morning, just peel one off, and then you be good. But it's only...
So what would be... Oh, it's just because you're having sex for so long, you just can't... You just...
Yeah, and it's like, I feel bad for you. It's not... See, look, she's talking about me being a selfish lover. I'm a grateful
because
lover.
You have had so many energy drinks that you just want to go all night.
Yeah.
That's fine. I thank you for that.
And you can't, yeah. Because you get to the point where I'm like... At this point, I'm not gonna.
I'm not in hours and hours.
Yours and hours and hours. And hours.
I don't want to go for hours.
She don't,
and hours.
And that's what I be saying. So and I can tell when I can tell when it's a wrap. Like she said, I know when it's like, all right, well, I guess I go in and try to hurry up because this thing is done. And I feel like once my job is done with her, I'm just go ahead and get that on myself because she's not gonna do it for me. Do it myself.
It's only the nicest. So he ain't lying because it'll be the nice that we will go out.
Oh, don't step on my relationship. We didn't even talk about it.
He will drink like 2 Red Bulls, and he comes home and he's he's on an upper, and I'm like coming down because I'm drunk. So I ain't got that much in me anyway. But he's like super hyped because he on 2 Red Bulls.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
It just don't be don't be meshing. So he be trying to go on and on and on.
I'm starting to see.
And then before you know it, we at 45 minutes, and I'm like, damn, this nigga is not finna come, is
and
he?
I'm not, and I finna start feeling bad.
I done rolled it around. I done done it. I done did everything that I know how to do. And I'm just like, Lord, please let this man come so he can get off of me.
Dang, she started praying. This is ridiculous. I get.
But that's why I don't like when he does that, because people be talking about having sex for hours. Don't nobody want to have sex for hours.
But they might have the material to do that though, and it's not. I don't think. Well, listen.
Well, so I have like it depends on like what my libido is talking about.
What the
at that point, like
what? You gotta take libido pills. How old are you? You take libido pills? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue on.
I don't think a couple's like libido ever is the same.
I don't know libido. We gotta look this shit up there.
Your sex drive period.
Okay, just say that then.
So one person in the relationship may have a lower sex drive in the other, and then it'll switch. But in the times where they're the same, then yeah, you can have sex on and on, fucking like rabbits all day long. But then sometimes there are times where I want it more than he wants it, and sometimes he wants it more than I want it.
This is true.
So, I'm not really. I mean, we're so deep into this relationship that
at this point,
I'm getting bothered by it.
But see, I just need you to let it see, and I think we've gotten comfortable enough, like you said, to know.
Now, then I should have told you that I was not satisfied because I had never seen you like. I was like, who? I had never seen you like climax from the reverse.
I told you that don't do it for me. I'm telling you.
But it did it for you that night.
I don't know what got into it. My libido was high that night.
I was like, I know my butt's grown a little bit.
Oh boy, look at this.
I know got it was like the cheeks in his face are wet, but you know,
possibly. Or were you making noises? That's what I was getting to. Sometimes a theatric when it comes to like the noises and it comes to the sounds. For men, I can't speak for women, but for men, all those things mixed up with good vagina equals fast climaxing for us. Sounds, the wetness, the vibrations of the room, all that mixed up together, it's probably going to make you come a lot sooner than you normally would. And the anticipation. You know what I mean? Trey Songz got a whole album about it. Give it up. Can I give it up first?
No.
Damn, trying to get all my boys. But anyway, you brought me somewhere that I need to get to, and then I'm gonna come back to something else. But I gotta hit this early. Here we go.
Now unqualified advice from B Love and B Loves relationTIP.
I got the keys. This week, my relationTIP goes out to the ladies. I have a quick story, which I'm going to reference the beginning of the podcast. Here we go. So we were getting ready to go out Saturday, and Indy, got in the shower, did her thing. I walk in the shower. I walk in the bathroom while she's getting out of the shower and she's putting on her undergarments. I'm like, okay, is that thong on? And for some reason, earth tones had been looking good on your skin here lately. So I seen her with an earth tone thong on, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait till the night over with. Oh, I'm about to get in the guts. So, went through the night, eat, party, back to the car. Now, usually, fellas, if you're a true player, when you get in the car, you got your go-to songs, right? You get in the car and way back from the club because you got trying to get the vibrations ready to go. So I back in the day used to play "Fucking You Tonight" by the Notorious B.I.G. and One Kales, but I can't play that anymore because of R. Kelly. But boy, I played this song. Some say the sex make the sex spectacular. Anyway, neither here nor there. So I'm anticipating the rump. I've seen the earth tones. When she gets out of the shower now, she sprays this gel on her. And if you know me, you know I like donuts. She looks on a lot of levels like a Krispy Kreme glazed when the hot sign is on. So I'm looking at her with this thong on, with all this oil, and I'm like, a savage. I look like this, ready to pounce. But I say I'm going to chill. Because Blake was here, and then the babysitter came a little earlier. Got to tell y'all about that too. So anyway, the night's ended, and we get ready to go home, and we pull up, and I'm like, damn, I can't wait, boy. She finna undress herself, and we gonna get busy in the back of the Burger King bathroom. So as I walk in the house, it's a song. See, you're culturally clueless. Everything I've said to do with culture is like, what?
Is that current culture or old culture?
It's old school culture.
Okay.
If somebody out there know the Humpty Dance, if you don't know. But anyway, we get in the house. I'm thinking this is about to go down. First stop, microwave. Beep, 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 beep. The fuck? Well, beep, beep, beep. Now, when she's warming up, it's salmon. And some half-eaten potatoes by me. So I'm like, she really finna come up here with salmon breath and take her clothes off. Mind you, not only did she do that, when she ate the salmon, she sat downstairs at the island probably for another 15, 20 minutes. By the time she gets in the room, nigga, I'm asleep. And I'm not finna touch anybody that had salmon on their mouth. Now, she brushed her teeth, cleaned herself up before she got in the bed. But it was the principles that instead of coming in the house, going upstairs, getting ready to have a little sex, she beep, beep, beep at the microwave. I'm like, so all the Summer Walker that I played on the way home, all the Need You that I played on the way home, they didn't set the tone, huh? Hungry hippo over here was ready to get down and get busy. So needless to say, ladies, to show appreciation to your man, if you know you look outstanding going out, you got dressed up, got your finest of threads on, got your nice undergarments on, you smell real good, you done had a good night, don't come directly home and start messing with the microwave. If you want to heat something up, heat up the bedroom. That food can wait.
No, dude. I honestly only had two things on my mind. I didn't even know you was looking for sex because you didn't give me.
We go out.
You didn't give me no sex signals for one.
I shouldn't have
you
to look for it. It should be there
for
in my
one,
head.
you irritated me at Soho House because I felt like you was picking on me. For two, I got dressed. You didn't smack no ass. You didn't give me no looks. You didn't say, "Oh, you look so nice tonight." You didn't give me not a single compliment.
The babysitter.
You didn't do any of that. Even if you didn't have time to do it in the house, you didn't say none of it when we got in the car. Like, no, you look really nice tonight. So you weren't giving me no sex vibes.
This is ridiculous. This is the most absurd thing I've heard.
So when we got back home, all I had on my mind was food is sleep.
Let me ask you a question though, right?
That's it.
I like where we're going. But anyway, my tip for the ladies, if you look that good, you smell that nice, go ahead and end the night off right and let that man get a bite. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me get a taste of that thing. But instead, all I heard was eating salmon and potatoes.
Fellas, if you feel like your woman looks that outstanding,
Come on now, talk about
her
it.
and let her know how you're feeling.
But see, all right. You see, I wouldn't give you no sex vibes, right? So the same token could be said from me to you. Why is it that every time that some sex vibes need to happen, it has to come from the end or the side of the guy?
Bear, I compliment you every time you get dressed.
I'm so okay. Be that as it may. What is a sex vibe that you give off when it's time or when you want some? Because I didn't get no sex vibes either in that case.
Because.
So it's because of me.
Yeah, it's because of you.
So do you ever think?
For one, we've already had this conversation about you, about for one, words of affirmations being one of my love languages and you not using them.
You're right.
So for you to think that you're going to get some sex and I step out looking this good and you don't even acknowledge that I'm looking good, but it's all in your head. What exactly are you expecting from me? Like in my head, I'm like, here this nigga go again. Another night with him not complimenting me on how good I look.
Well, you looked really good. I'm sorry that I didn't say that either at all or enough. And that's my fault because I thought I did. But even though I may have thought I said how good you look, it must have not resonated with her enough to where she remembered it. So guess what? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm taking the L. And that tells me that I need to do a better job. So instead of complaining and instead of going back and forth like, yes, I did. Nah. Even if I did it, she didn't hear it. So it's how she feels. She doesn't appreciate it. So I need to do a better job of affirming my woman. Because I thought I did. But I guess I didn't. So guess what I want to do? I'm going to affirm her and tell her how good she looks. And you look real nice. Oh, your braids look good. Had your makeup on, and that thong was, ooh la la.
Bear, shut up.
I just didn't get no ooh la la. It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna make up for it. Anyway, India. Oh, I mentioned this like 3 times. I did my part. If you guys have been following along with us for the last, 4 or 5 months now, we've been talking about not being able to go on dates in the third because she said we needed cameras. Well, damn it, guess what I did? I got cameras in the house. I'm finna get them mounted on the wall right now. They're just kind of sitting around in strategic places, but there's some nice ass cameras. And with all that being said, my girl find us a babysitter and we making it happen. So look at us, man. Like we practicing what we preach. I love it. We went out last weekend. Guess what we doing this weekend? Went out Thursday and Saturday. Who else but us? Come on, somebody. Thank you, Jesus. I'm singing a song. India, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
Oh, shit. Y'all see me glance over. I'm watching the game, too. WWID. What would India do? Kick it!
So this is from what looks like a Facebook post.
Shade room. Not a shade room today.
But this looks like a Facebook post,
It does.
From a guy named Johnny Rain. And it says, I asked this woman I've been talking to for a minute for $100. I get a what do you need it for? When do I get it back? A whole bunch of questions. LOL. I planned a trip for us in the mountains in Colorado for 4 days. Hotel cost per night, $200. Whitewater rafting, $150 per person. Zip lining, $125 per person. Hot air balloon, $250 per person. SUV rental, $80 a day. Not to mention the cost of food. I had all this covered. Just canceled everything and got my deposits back. I didn't need the $100. I was just seeing what type of response I'd get if I asked for it. I didn't ask when do I get my money back when I was planning the vacation. I was just handling business. People don't think long-term. Test failed.
How you feel about that?
For one, I feel like this type of scenario is why a lot of people are single right now.
Oh,
Because if you're paying for this type of trip, I don't know like what stage of your relationship you're in.
that's what I was about to say. Come
but
on
if you're
now.
paying for the trip just out of the kindness of your heart, it shouldn't matter about you asking her for the money or whatever.
We're talking.
And so if this is like in the beginning of the relationship, y'all could view the relationship like in two completely different ways. So you liked her enough to pay for all of these things for this trip, but she may not be in a space to be able to give you $100. Furthermore, she may not have had it.
That's what I was about to get to.
Secondly, if you liked her and that irritated you so badly, that should have been a conversation. So if you like her enough to
spend all that damn money.
Spend all that money on a trip and to take her on vacation, but not enough to have an honest conversation about how that made you feel as a man, then maybe it's more so a you issue than a her issue.
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, if anybody asks me for $100, I'm going to ask why.
Thank you. I was about to say, I don't think that was an unreasonable question.
Because it's my money.
And let's just say,
and you ask those type of questions so that you know what type of expectations to have. Because if you were to say, I need to borrow $100, and she said, okay, when will I be able to get it back? Then you say, I don't know. Or like, I don't have a timeline, or like, I don't know when I'll be able to give it back to you. Then that puts her in a position to be able to say, well, no, I can't afford it.
There you go.
So, if she asks you all of these questions, I think just kind of looking from like, just like regular, like gender type of roles, issues, whatever.
Okay.
If we're just dating and it's the beginning of the relationship, I don't know too many women who would just give the man the money.
If they just dating, let me stop you, because if they're just dating right now and he's already spent about $3,000 on her, then that's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. But like, hey, if that's what he wanted to do, then God bless him. That's what he wanted to do. But don't get upset when you ask her for $100 and she said, for what? Because first of all, I'm gonna automatically think this. She could have been asking for what? Because is it going towards a trip? Am I paying for something else? Like, what am I paying for? I just really want to know what I'm paying for.
Yeah.
Because obviously you got it because she knew about the trip, right? He said it was a surprise.
I don't know, but if
she had to probably have known about the trip. You know what I'm saying? So if she knew about the trip and she kind of can put the pieces together to figure out about how much it costs to go to Jamaica, then guess what? You asking her for $100, she know you probably got it and probably will give it back. She just might want to know at the time why you need that $100.
And so, like I said, for him to have doing it as a test is kind of just childish mind games to me. It's childish mind games to me. And I've seen multiple different types of relationships. So I've been in relationships and have seen relationships where the guy just covered everything. Didn't have to worry about a dime. I'm 100% talking about Beard. But most of the guys I've dated, I have not had to pull out my wallet for nothing.
Kept woman, man. Kept.
And it ain't me asking. It's just them wanting to do it. But then I've also known a different type of couple where, they would go on vacation and it would kind of be split like,
50,
hey,
50, yeah.
If you cover the flights, I'll cover the hotels. So it depends on what kind of understanding you have. Yeah. But again, instead of doing it as a test, ask her for the money, like genuinely, like, hey, we're going on this trip. I paid for all of this stuff. I would like to add a massage. I've already booked. This is just an example. I've already booked the whitewater rafting. I've already booked the zip lining. I would like to add a massage to the trip. Can you throw in $100 so we can add this last excursion to the trip? You know what I'm saying? Like, And then I'll be like, yeah, sure, here's $100.
That's it.
But no, you want to play mind games, and the relationship could have actually worked, but you wanted to give her a test at this big grown age. Grow up.
And then the thing about it is, too, if you really liked her, was the test worth more than how you feel about her at the end of the
He
day?
couldn't have really liked her.
Yeah, that's what
Ain't
I'm
no
saying.
way.
Yeah, like,
ain't no
nah.
way. So in
You were
that
looking
case,
for a way out, wasn't you?
I was going to say, in that case, then you
I know
just tricking
you.
off money.
Listen, yeah, you a trick, homie. You spent all that money. I'm glad you got your deposit back, amen. But man, next time, know the girl long enough before you go on a trip. Like, man, our first trip was to Chattanooga. You know how long that is? It's an hour and 30 minutes down the street, man.
Yep.
We drove an hour and 30 minutes down the street to take a trip. Next trip,
And we didn't
may have
even
been-
stay the night. We gassed up the car from Murfreesboro.
Came right back.
He took me to Chattanooga. We did like a boat ride on the river, the aquarium, had lunch, and then came back to Murfreesboro.
We had to make sure we really liked each other.
And
That's the kind of
then
test I was doing.
the next trip was more of a trip, but that didn't happen, I think, until a year later.
Yeah.
And we drove, again, we weren't even booking flights. We drove to
Driving.
Panama. Now, granted, he still paid for everything. And so I appreciated that.
And I never asked you. I never expected her to give me
He never
anything.
asked me for gas money. He never asked me to cover the room. He never asked me to cover the food or anything. If I pulled out my money and was like, hey, I got lunch today or whatever, he'd be like, oh, okay. And that was it. That was
With
it.
no test, let me test you and get $100 about me. Nah, my only test was like, hey, you bring your good energy and that hot box and let's go on a vacation.
Yeah, we was just there for a good time. So.
Yeah, not a long time. India, how you feel about this episode? You feel good about it?
I feel
I feel bad. You slandered me from start. You started out talking about my singing. Then in the middle of the episode, talking about my sex. In the other episode, talking in the end of the episode, talking about me not complimenting. Oh, boy, it's gonna be a tough one for you, boy. But I made it through. And just know,
whatever.
she's getting a one-way ticket to you know where. Pound Town.
Not tonight though.
Why not?
Because it's already late. I gotta go clean up. I gotta go clean up the kitchen. I gotta go clean up the kitchen because
this is
Lauren,
borderline. I
because
understand.
Lauren comes in the morning, and tomorrow's my early morning.
So what they got to do with some
I gotta
what?
teach at 7 a.m. And I told you I don't like being tired. On Tuesday mornings I talk for 3 hours straight, and the nights that we do stay up late before I have to do 7 a.m. classes, I be dog tired.
This is ridiculous, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. Tell the people
You
where
want
they can
some butt
find
tonight?
Tell the people where they can find you.
If we can get into bed by 9:30, then we can do some
It's
butt.
over with, bro. Tell the people where they can find you. Come on, man. Talk to them. I ain't finna put no time.
Tomorrow, though.
You're not gonna put no stopwatch on my cock.
Pinky promise. Come on.
Promise that mouth. Tell the people.
Pinky promise. Yeah, pinky promise me.
I don't want none of
You
that.
gonna leave me hanging?
Absolutely.
I ain't telling the people where they can find me till you
I
pinky
know
promise.
where to find you. Hey, go on OnlyFans. I'm gonna make me an OnlyFans and show y'all how long your boy be cooking.
Oh my gosh. India.Marie on Instagram.
Put me a mask on so y'all can see the back of my head. Do this. I'm cooking that thing. You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Also, be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Leave us a message at sheandipodcast@gmail.com. Go ahead, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tune on in. Hit the YouTube button. We're there. Subscribe. Come watch us. Check us out. It's a hell of a time, man. We appreciate y'all. Like always, gratitude is our attitude, and it's been real. It's been fun. I out.